Hello and welcome back to Chrono Trigger. If you stuck around for the very end of the last episode, I went ahead and plugged in the right way to do that. Essentially, what I messed up in that was to presume that the controller that I was using, A is mapped in a different place than the A on the controller. So it's technically Lara, Lara, which is the name of Luca's mother, which is the password, but it was just mapped in a different place. It was necessary to map it in that place, but regardless. Oh, you're just in time. Got the Taben's suit. My finest work, the ultimate in defense for my daughter. Alright. So, the Taben's suit. It does it helps out quite a bit with all of her stuff. So, we've got the Vedic blade. And I'm just making sure that all of the best stuff is on. Yes. Gonna switch to a different character though. For Robo. Gonna switch Robo out with Marl. Gonna switch Luca out with Halo, I'll say. She still needs to get her dino tail, so good way to do it. But you're Luca's friend, right? See Luca, tell her to drop by. You should do something, doesn't matter. But this is why it was important to do that. What a beautiful day. I'll finish the housework and take a walk. Now Luca's mother can walk. If you did not know, the reason why she was always stuck in her chair was because of the fact that she was horribly injured in the accident. But because we were able to undo it, now Luca's mother can walk, which is all cool. So there's an interesting concept as I'm portaling to our next location. I watched there was a video that I talked about a little bit before that I watched about the varying storylines of Chrono Trigger, and one of the interesting things that they pointed out that was actually really cool to realize was that if you really look at it, if you really think about what's going on in the story, then what we've done thus far has not changed much of anything. Like, traveling through time, going through all of this stuff, hasn't really majorly affected anything. So think about it. We went to Tyranno Lair, and we fought through everything there. But if you think about it in the future, in the present day, the Reptites are already gone. Magus. We went back in time, got all of that stuff, and fought Magus. But Magus was defeated. That's what the Millennial Fair was about. So all of the things that we've done thus far have not really changed much of anything as far as affecting the time stream. However, now we're in sort of the stage where we can finally affect things. Like, now new things are happening. Luca's mom can walk. The Black Omen was something that did not exist in our time period, but yes, that's right. There's another place that we need to go. Need to remember where it is. Maybe it's that one down there. So if I go northeast, I think I should be able to get... Right? Figured out. There. Now, if I follow this southeast, it should... There we go. The Sun Palace, which is where we need to go. So this is what we're doing this time. There's an important thing, though, that we have to do. That is absolutely necessary for us to do. And that is equip as many people as we can with red vests. Do I have a third one? I don't have a third one. Okay. Well, a Lumen Robe will have to do... Can I charm these? Just checking this real fast. I'm doing my final little preparation. But, as I talk about it... So, in essence, it's nothing but the side quests and the final boss fight that really affect the time stream in a significant way, in a meaningful way. And that was a fascinating thing to listen to, because you're going through this game thinking, oh, well, we're, shaping history, we're helping to make things right. But really the only couple things you make right are things that happened because we were stuck in the time stream. It was because we were stuck and sent back in time at the very beginning that we had to rescue Marl, which was the reason why they had given up the search for Lean. And it's the video is very, very good. I need to find it again. If I find it, I'll post it in the description. But it was an amazing one. But I always love those videos that actually explore the concepts that are poked around with by the... Oh, okay. So... Okay. So there is something I can get. I'm gonna see if I can get it. So Ayla's gonna keep the Charm Top, which means I need to make sure she has the red vest, and that that Marl has as much magic defense as she can possibly muster. There we go. So there are attacks other than fire attacks, but oh man, our fire attack's important to deal with in this fight. Okay. I believe that is all I can do. And make sure that I'm healed up. So, we've got one of the old teams. Ah, there we go. Need to make sure that's dealt with. Actually... Man, she did not heal. I guess that makes sense, since she was a part of the subjugation force of the Sunken Desert, so... But, there is something I can get. I'm gonna try and get it. And... Alright. So, this boss is actually really, really difficult. The key is... miss, shoot. And that's precisely why we had to have the red vest. Yes! Got it! Got a black nail. And that's why you don't directly attack the center. Okay. Nope, miss. Alright. So I need to focus Marl on... Yeah, Marl definitely needs to... be healed. Alright. That's why. Nope. Okay. So I'm focusing on physical attacks with Chrono. Yeah, there we go. So there's only one person who really needs to deal with that. There we go. And she just needs to cure herself. That's the only attack. Oh, that did a ton of damage. That did so much damage to her. Marl's pretty much integral in this fight. Right. So this guy has a bit of health. While he's doing his shuffle. There we go. Yep, Marl's the only one that needs to worry about that one. Yeah, there we go. Definitely worked out that. So she's actually got... Oh. And there we go. So, this is for the quest of the stone shining throughout the ages. Just in case you're curious. This is the Sun Palace, and if you remember, whenever we were in Zeal, we were told about... Isn't this the ancient sunstone? But it no longer glows. Maybe it will regain its glow if we keep it in the sunlight. Might take a while, though. Got the Moonstone. Yep. So like they said as well, no secret areas, right? Just trying to make sure. I mean, I can get here, so I may as well check. Looks a lot like the Ocean Palace, too. And once we get to it, it looks quite a bit like the Black Omen. But we're not there yet. What fantasy role-playing game doesn't end with a giant space station? I'm actually trying to think now. Alright, so what we need to do is we need to go way back. Because what we need to do is set it... If you remember, there was that other cave called the Sun Keep. And it... If I'm not just like... Yeah, there we go. So the Sun Keep is this place with that little beam of light that we can place. Is cozy. Sunshine good. Leave the Moonstone? Yes. No change. Nope, it hasn't changed yet. But let's actually go to the Middle Ages. We'll go to the Middle Ages. See how it does after 65 million years. I forgot to start the timer, and so I accidentally closed every other app that was going on my phone. Oh well! But anyway. So, let's see how it's doing. It's definitely glowing. And we definitely just got a power tab. It's definitely glowing, so... Alright, so maybe just a little bit longer. Let's try 1080. Alright. I like how the grass changes. Like, to denote what era you're in, like, even the grass changes to a different shade. Alright, it should be close to done, I think. It's gone. Gone. Rock not here? Someone take, refind. You're darn right. Okay. We fought hard for that rock. Alright. So, let's figure it out. Let's explore. Is there a possibility... Oh! What's happening here? Right, there's something going on. The person I like most? My dad, of course. So this is the importance of, if you remember several episodes ago, actually before we went into Magus' castle, we bought that piece of jerky. Or was it before Magus' castle? Maybe it was after. And, yeah, it was. Because it was when we were breaking the seals and everything. So in the present day, there was a guy selling jerky. We bought it, we gave it to that one lady, and just gave it to her. Without having to pay, like, 10,000 gold. Like, so we just paid for it out of pocket. I mean, we're adventurers, and we have how much right now? We have an exorbitant amount of money. We have 190,000. So yeah, that's enough. I wish my husband were a little less generous. I love it. So now all of his kids care about him, and the wife is actually complaining that he's too generous. So, does this mean they think he's cool? Who knows? Alright. But there was a strange glow, so we need to... You're interested in the Moonstone? Well, someone simply left it here. Seems important to you folks. Why don't you take it? Alright. So... let's go put that back. Since the Moonstone technically exists in that location in every other era, we can't go back in time and just put it there. We need to put it back. Yes, leave the Moonstone. So it's getting real close to done. Time travel. Why wait? Makes me wish I had a time machine whenever I'm cooking lasagna. So, every once in a while, whenever I feel like just not having to cook for a long period of time, I'll buy one of those, like, Stouffer's family-size lasagnas, which are delicious in and of themselves, but I mean, they last a while. But the problem is, it takes, like, hours and hours for them to cook. So, wow, the sun! Luca maybe use? Bring Luca here. Okay. Well, we'll switch Marl out. Marl was important for that boss fight. It was critically important for that boss fight. This really is the Sunstone. With this energy, I can make an incredible weapon. Let's go back to my house, quickly. I like how it has the Specchio music. I'll modify the Sunstone to extract its energy. Then we'll just vacuum pack it into a cartridge. Bum-ba-da, and it's finished. Please don't shoot that off in your house. You got one wonder shot. Sometimes I amaze myself. Take a look, Luca. I borrowed a bit of that sunstone to create something nifty. Got sun shades. That's what you get for your techie family. So, the thing about the Wonder Shot is, yeah, can you see the difference? Yes, you see the difference. It's almost 100 points of damage higher than what our last weapon. And also, the sun shades. What do the sun shades do? Let me just look over here. Ups attack power. That's all it says, just ups attack power. Well, why not? It doesn't show how much attack power it ups, but, yeah. Well, alright. Where to next? Well, there is a place that we saw as we were flying around in the future. We didn't see it as we were going around this last time, but while we were investigating some stuff, we saw a strange factory on one of the islands. And I figure since we have plenty of time left for this episode, we can get 2 of these objectives done. And yeah, no, there's no way I'm doing the Black Omen quite yet. But I noticed this as we were coming down. This one will be, I believe, just a little bit more extensive of a playthrough, but obviously we won't be able to go without Robo, which will be useful anyway because Robo is really helpful. However, we could use a more Healy character. We could use our squad that went to the Sunken Desert, but I actually want to level Magus's techs up a little bit. Is this sufficient? I'm just trying to make sure. I think this is a good group. The only thing will be, I might switch for Ayla. Because, yeah, this will be a good group. I think this will be a good group. Ayla can do light healing. Robo can do some pretty solid healing as well, especially with his heal beam. Only thing, yeah, heal beam heals everyone. And actually, we're going to use a shelter to get everyone's MP back up. Wasn't entirely necessary, but also the fact that we have 25 shelters is not entirely necessary either. So let's actually save before this. The Fated Hour. Right. So there's another item that I actually am interested in looking at. And that was, I believe there's an accessory called the Green Dream. Oh, okay. Okay, I get it. So basically what happens, this is an item that you can equip to somebody that if they, like, die in a fight, then for one time, they will immediately come back to life. So, helpful, unless you're not really planning on dying at all. Then you may as well just up one of your other stats to be able to more usefully Fight. Alright. So, the door is locked. The way is shut. Analysis complete. Please follow me. Okay. So we need to have Robo as our leader. Makes sense. Who enters here unbidden? Oh. Welcome home, R66Y. Or should I say Prometheus? You dare to defile this place with humans? I haven't seen them in ages. Let me welcome them. Come closer. And we're locked in. Let's see just what you can do. Well, first I want to see what Charm will do. If we get anything nifty. Got an elixir, okay. Alright. So they do a bit. There we go. Is that one? Hey, well, let's see if I can get another elixir. There we go. Nailed it. Got a shield for winning, too. So. Sneak from the enemies. Got an elixir. So they're not doing a huge, like an enormous amount of damage. They're doing a manageable amount of damage. I probably should equip Magus with... Yeah. Now that I think about it, I probably should equip him with the gold stud. He heals himself for 30. Well done. Got a barrier. Okay. I guess it changes. Sure. And got a barrier for winning. Barriers are helpful if you have to deal with, like, a lot of magic attacks. Alright. So they're focusing on Ayla. Got an elixir. Let's just use his normal punch. Punch. Miss. There we go. Got an elixir. So this is actually worth it. Very much so worth it, just to endure the attacks. Let's do a heal beam. There we go. It works, and even if it fails, we can... There we go. And, yep. That's not a worry. There we go. And a shield. There we go. Eventually, Magus is going to start getting new abilities. Oh my goodness. There we go. Going with the same system. Debuggist. So if you remember all of the types of monsters like this previously, one was Debug, and then the other was Debugger, and then Debuggist. Aw, ruined my chance to get another elixir. For that, you're gonna have to give me an elixir. That's how this works. It's a supremely helpful ability. Alright. Let's do Heal Beam again. Charm, and then hit. So it's actually really, really helpful that Magus has just enough power to only to bring them like within 100 points of damage to death, because then I can nab all their stuff. We can deal with the ethics of charm and using the power of seduction to steal from robots. Whenever I say that out loud, it sounds really weird. Alright, so I may have to focus on having Robo do healing, just so that I can maintain my strategy. But the first one, I probably won't have to worry about it. But yeah, the second time. 676, not bad. Alright, well, I mean, sure, just take out your teammates. As long as you give me elixirs, then, I mean, I won't complain. Here we go! $64. I mean, I'm still not in any sort of danger at the moment. To the point where I can even be this careless. Let me use a mid-ether on Magus. Oh, on Ayla. On Ayla? Huh. Why are you... They're cannibalizing their own. They know what I'm after. 2700 XP. The barrier. Ayla learns Dino Tail. When will Magus learn Dark Bomb? There are like 3 attacks. Not bad for humans. But can you find your way to me? There we go. I don't want to waste a full ether at the moment. But we do have significantly more elixirs. But, alright. Well, time to move forward.